Greetings, this is Vladril and welcome to Let's Play Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. This is the new Sherlock Holmes adventure. I think it released about a month ago. I really liked the last one, the Testament of Sherlock Holmes, so I'm quite excited to play this one. So, I'll just jump right in. Alright. I was wondering what's that? No dog. Some evidence requires additional investigation. It will be marked with a special tooltip. Character portraits. Deduction indicates that some of your clues can form an important deduction. Alright, I guess we will have to see those things in game. Also this game's... oh. Looks quite good. Nice start. What is that? Okay.
Holmes, will you stop that? You are utterly mad. Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Lestrade, yeah.
Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
You can see me? Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone, then.
Press tab to open the casebook and check your current progress in the investigation, tasks, evidence, etc. Profile of the victim. Okay, it's the same thing we just heard. Tasks. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene at Woodsman's Lee. Select a suit to wear. Alright. Very nice. What else? I think I upped the sensitivity too much. This is the map. Evidence. We don't have any evidence yet. Documents. Dialogues. Oh, we have the whole dialogues. Awesome. Souvenirs. Echoes. I have no idea what these are. Cool. Adjust it. What do you want? Can you stop that? First let me reduce the sensitivity a bit. Is there a save? What? There's no save. Can I remove these huge tab icons?
My
Exactly.
analysis table. It is useful for my work.
This is different, the way the game handles. No. I think it was in the previous game, in Testament.
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Watson is always so busy. Wow, still. How about that?
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
Alright, alright. It's a bit better. I think this is Sherlock's room. Yeah. Oh, the game looks really good. Very nice. Makeup table. What? Wow, this is new. Cool. Cool. Alright, I won't actually do anything like that. Just wanted to try it. Confirm. I don't want to change anything. Wow, what's with the clothes? Wardrobe. Casual. Black. Brown. Doesn't matter. Have no idea. Bandits. What the hell? Alright, yeah, let's go with the casual. I also really like it when I can see out of the windows and things are happening. The movement is a bit janky. We'll see. Maybe I'll get used to it. Are there no saves? Only an autosave system? I hate autosave systems. Why do you keep telling me to open the goddamn casebook? Also, I guess we're there.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
That's really annoying. Maybe I should drop the shadows a bit. Actually, apparently I can't. Wow. Is there a way to... No. What? Okay. This is very weird. What is... Okay.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Evidence required. What does this mean? Who knows? Maybe I need to find some evidence first, like boots, and then compare them or something. That whole focus thing was weird.
Mr. Holmes?
Right. Do I really need to use it? Or it's more of a help? I think it's more of a hint system.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Uh-huh, okay. Yep, he does find a pair of boots. Can I get in there? Nope, not yet anyway. I probably need to talk to Lestrade first. This is quite pretty.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Okay.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
That's some nice facial animation too.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. We lived quite an isolated life here, after his
Very
retirement.
nice. I'm really impressed by the graphics.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
What's this? Ah, right. Actually, I have no idea what this is. Am I supposed to be looking for something? Okay. Aha. Cameo. That don't look like a man's glove. Crested teeth. Right, sorry about that. Anything else? Nothing down here. The hands. That's okay. That's definitely new. Oh, the skip. Birdhouse. Cool.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
What is that?
Never mind.
Was I supposed to hit Q?
You have indeed suffered a great
Was
loss,
that a
Mrs.
QTE? What the
Carey.
hell?
Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes.
I guess
Life
you
with
can't
Peter
lose.
was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Choose the evidence that confronts the statement of a character in order to continue the investigation. How do you know about Plymouth? That was wrong. I guess so. Select the
You
correct
have
answer.
indeed suffered a great
Thankfully
loss,
this is
Mrs.
tutorial
Carey.
and I can't pack it up.
Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes.
He was
You can skip
different,
too.
wasn't he,
Good.
when you first
Good.
met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my
Well,
goodness, but how do you
Up
know
to a
about
point,
that?
I guess. So that was wrong.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much
What?
is evident from the rosary in your
I
hand.
wouldn't.
The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth.
That's quite
I
a reach.
believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
That was crazy.
Thank you, madam.
But I guess that's how they teach you about the mechanics of the game. Judith is from the county, somewhere near the ancient pine woods of Inverness and Strathspey in Scotland, where the crested tit bird can be found. She is religious and undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when she was a young woman. Okay, we have a new something here. An easy life due to her unhappy marriage. She is very religious Christian Catholic woman who, yeah, okay. So I guess, yep, good. I really dislike that I can't save. Did you save now? Should I have no idea when it actually saves. Ah, so good looking. Love it. Can I go inside? Nope. Nice sounds too. Alright, I guess Lestrade is down there. But first I want to look around. Is there any reason to use this? I just want to know if that is just to highlight potential clues, or it is for clues you can't find any other way unless you use it. I hope, of course, it's former.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. Still, I would have liked a manual save option. Why is there not one? This is very strange. Anyway, let me end the first episode here, and I'll pick you up next time. Thank you for watching, subscribe and like if you want to.